What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. Shout out to Zach Ewing, the Advocate and Times-Picayune. He had an excellent look back at Saints history in today's paper about the New Orleans Saints history of top 10 picks. Something that they used to do quite often, but due to the golden era, have not done in quite some time. Does anybody know when the last time the Saints would have picked the top 10 would be?
Hold on. Would it have been when they selected Sullivan out of Georgia at defensive tackle?
No, but you had the position correct.
Oh, Cedric Ellis.
Yes, 2008. Which, not to be alarmist, 2008 was 17 years ago.
I don't know why you did that.
Because
felt like
we
a
had
shot
to
right at me.
For the story. It hurts me just as badly, trust me. I mean, I don't even know if Taylor and Alondra were born in 2008.
We weren't. We're only 12, so we were not born 17 years ago.
That's the point. It's not 12. It's 17 years. 17 years. Yeesh. Obviously, Cedric Ellis sucked. That was a disaster pick. So, what?
Wasn't great.
No. But what Zach wanted to do was, okay, let's look at the picks. Who are the good ones? Who are the bad ones? And it, again, 17 times in the first 41 years of the franchise, they drafted in the top 10. They only drafted first overall once, and it was back in 1981. He chose George Rogers, 1980s Heisman winner, running back. He had an unbelievable rookie season.
Year, yeah.
Still, apparently, has the Saints single season rushing record, 1,674 yards. He scored 13 touchdowns. He was first team All-Pro Offensive Rookie of the Year, and I think that'd be the only year he played in all 16 games in a season. Injuries ended up ruining George Rogers, which sucks because, again, what a beginning. Do you know who you took him over? Lawrence Taylor.
He's all right.
Yeah, he ended up
Decent.
being pretty good. Ronnie Lott.
Yeah.
But still, incredible rookie season. Injuries kind of ruined him. He was an all-pro, though. The next all-pro on the list, Willie Roaf. Number 8 pick overall in 1993. Probably the best one of the bunch. Out of, I have no idea, actually.
Oh, man. Taylor?
I actually don't know.
Wow. Alondra?
What was the question?
Willie Roaf. Where'd he go to college?
Michigan.
Feels obscure. I don't know.
Are y'all serious right now?
I actually don't know.
Tennessee.
I would tell you if I knew.
Louisiana Tech.
I did not know that.
Didn't know.
What? Willie Roaf went to La Tech?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Damn. Where's he born and raised?
I don't know. Let's see.
Anyway, Hall of Famer, 4-time All-Pro, probably the best Saints top 10 pick in draft history.
Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Okay.
I mean, that's actually not that far from
No, it's not.
Tech.
The next All-Pro on the list, Kyle Turley, number 7 pick in the 98 draft. Only played 5 seasons in New Orleans, but started 79 of 80 games. Was All-Pro in 2000, the year in which the Saints won their first ever playoff game. So out of these 17 top 10 picks, those are all of the All-Pros. Which, is that bad? Like, I wonder what the hit rate on a top 10 guy becoming All-Pro is. Because All-Pro is very tough to do. But 3 of 17 feels like it could be bad. Anyway.
For the top 10, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. Because look at some of the other names. You had Archie Manning, of course, number 2 pick in 1971. Last time they selected a
71.
first-round quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler. You had Reggie Bush with the number 2 pick in the 2006 draft. Again, never became an All-Pro.
Didn't become the guy that maybe people thought, but still was a really good pro.
Still worth.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it was a really good pro.
In 1976, they drafted Chuck Muncie, another running back, number 3 overall.
He was a dog.
Yeah, he was good. He was a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, ended up having some good years with the Chargers as well.
One of my old man's old teammates, Jim Dombrowski, number 6 pick in the 86 draft. Just kind of, a very solid decade-long starter.
Yeah.
Like that's great. That's great. Chris Nioli, 1997 with the number 10 pick, a guard. I do not remember him that much. Wait, was I wrong about Cedric Ellis? I am wrong about Cedric Ellis. He's better than I remember. I feel bad. I sat here and started this entire segment by slandering him.
But he wasn't, when you select a defensive tackle that high, I think you expect a little bit more, though.
Yeah, but I forget. I mean, he started 70 games over 5 years. So, I mean, I agree with you. But I thought he was a disaster. I'm thinking of somebody else.
You're thinking about Sullivan from Georgia?
Maybe so. I forgot he was a starter on the Super Bowl team as well. Sorry, Cedric Ellis. That's maybe.
But you're not crazy far off.
And look, those
it's my year. I mean, I definitely remember him.
Those are kind of the good ones, right? You have Ken Burrow in 1970, Wes Chandler in 1978, Ricky Williams, of course, in 99. And now you get to the busts. Kevin Hardy, number 7 pick in 1968. Only started 12 games over 4 seasons in the NFL. Roy Smith, the guard, number 8 pick in 1972. Nothing. Larry Burton in 75. God, they were awful at drafting in the 70s. Larry Burton, wide receiver, number 7 pick in 75. Never did anything. Joe Campbell, number 7 pick, 1977. Never did anything. And then, yes, I was thinking of Jonathan Sullivan.
Yeah.
I
can remember when that pick came in.
Played 3 seasons.
Kind of just looking around like, is this a fake broadcast? Is this something where they're trolling?
There's a funny story about Sullivan. It says one of the infamous stories about Sullivan happened in his 2nd season. Sullivan was inactive for a game against the Atlanta Falcons that day and surprised the media by showing up in the press box for the pregame meal. Needless to say, Jim Haslett was not pleased. So this man already had a problem with being overweight with food, and he was inactive on game day, and he was so hungry, my man went up to the press box to grab a little meal.
And if you've ever covered a game in the Superdome, that's way up there. You got to want to get there.
God,
you don't just stumble across the press box.
For what it's worth, Jonathan Sullivan, 1.5 sacks in 3 years.
That's crazy.
He said, I knew I wasn't in tip-top shape, but I was getting there. To be called out like that, I didn't really like that. So they told me to cut back on fast food, but it seems like everywhere you ride, you see McDonald's. True. Damn.
Seems like.
I apologize, Cedric Ellis. I know. Yeah, I apologize. You're not Jonathan Sullivan. Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the 2 guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.